Hi everyone, and welcome to this guided meditation with me, Espen Haugen. Today we're having the bonus edition with freedom release method, and also the theme for today will be breathing and allowing. So good. Hi Tracy, breathing and allowing, and it's very good because also to know before I be starting with this process, as we always do when we starting with this meditation, is to focus on the breathing. We always say start focus on the breathing and find a rhythm that feels best to you to breathe in and breathe out, like 5 seconds in and 5 seconds out. And as we are practice the breathing that feels good, like slow deep breath in and a slow deep breath out, and we feel that energy, how easy it comes through. That is the rhythm of allowing of the energy to come through for feeling more of the vibration of feel good. Because often when there is stress, when there is anxiety, when there is feels things that doesn't feel good, many times then we stop breathing. Actually, we hold ourselves in like a position of resisting, and when we're resisting, we can just like, and then this rhythm of that feel good energy, that's just like when we feel good, we always like we can just feel like that's many times people do this, kind of like when they're feeling good, because then the breathing feels much better, and the allowingness, and we breathe more deeply when we feeling good as well. But when we are stressed and when there's a lot of things going on and we feel an anxiety, or we are just in the process of like almost we feel attacked or anything, we almost stop breathing. So this breathing technique, we just breathing in and breathing out, be conscious aware of. We're only 50 minutes every day. It's something that Abraham does as well with Esther. That's how she was channeling in Abraham, and she was able to, she dedicated herself, to do this, to do this 50 minutes meditation every single day, and that was allowing just to focus on the breathing. For that was like the part for just focus on the breathing, letting that mind to quieting more and release the resistance to what is, and then when they release the resistance to what is, then the energy feels more inside and feels more and more, and as the energy arises and you feel more alive from within, then it's easier to allow what's coming up for you in ideas and hormones or new things, or for comfort. And with Esther, she was able to channeling in Abraham, and the out source come through to speak through her, and then the energy was allowing to speak, to feel good now and better. And it is so nice with just breathing and allowing, because it's easier than to think clearer also when you are feeling. You're not only thinking with mind, but you're really feeling into that space of relaxing and allowing. And then when you taking up your thinking of start thinking about something, you relax and you feel good. Then the thinking will serve you well, because there is no resistance in your thinking. So that is the one thing also, because when we resist something, we're thinking about something, and then we speak it out and we feel that emotion. That's a feeling or a thinking that will serve well for who you are. But still, when there is contrast and things happen, everything is for us still. Everything is good, all is well. And still, when there's something unwanted happening in the moment, there is something more wanting happening in the moment at the same time, because we have both aspects. And when we have an unwanted experience, we have more clarified energy to the wanted experience. I don't want it, I prefer this, and then it's up to us to choose to pivot and to change, and not being too much on that unwanted. I don't want this, and I will tell you why I don't want this, and then moving on in that direction. And we can ask, and as you telling the story of what I don't want this, and why and what and when and where and who and how and why, and all of this kind of starting and talking and speaking, now we can just feel the breathing as well. So, and I don't want this, and that's like, and this is not so good, and you can just feel, you know, the breathing just changing. You know, you be more like, you don't have to relaxing, allowing energy. When you're breathing and allowing, it's okay. You know, let's start new now. Focus, breathing in, breathing out. Then immediately, when you just a couple of breaths, you can just few of them, you know, 2 or 3 of them, just and then immediately you can feel the difference in your emotion. You know, you feel like more relaxed, and now when you are feeling more relaxed and feeling more like, then it's easier to think those things you feel good about, that feels good to you. And breathing and allowing, deep slow breath in, deep slow breath out, like, and then in a way that feels best to you for 50 minutes every day. It can be enough for find that rhythm of well-being of that breathing. You will be more aware of breathing in that feel good now, like not like stop breathing, but allowing yourself to be conscious aware of that rhythm of breathing and allowing. Because we know when there is something happening in the moment and we get attached by it, I would say we get conditional based on it. It's almost like you stop breathing because it's like something happening I didn't expect, and this is something unwanted. I didn't want it, and then you're just like, oh, hold it back, and I'm holding a little bit about holding it tight, and then it's like, and then when it go away, it's like, oh, you can just feel it, oh, and now it's like, oh, but it's like from who you really are, it's not conditional based because everything changing and happening outside all the time. So when we are more in the breathing and allowing, then whatever was happening in the moment unwanted happen, you can breathe in through that also. That's something. It's just okay. Yeah, there's many stories about when something happening, and just like tell it, and count to 10, and just breathe. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's many funny things around in school. It's like we're just stopping for a moment when there's something I want to happen and just breathing and be a master of just breathing in and allowing. Feel okay, if there's something, okay, it's good, just breathing and still find the rhythm of just like that intelligence and that energy can easily come through. Yeah, and it's just easy then to just breathe through, then just don't hold on that energy, but you're just breathing it through. Okay, you start refreshing, you're just breathing, and more you do this, and more you're aware of the breathing, and when something on, but you can also breathing and allowing the energy to come through. Just as easy, because many times when there is happening, when there is resistance, we can feel it in our body, we can feel the tension, and we can feel that it's something like I'm holding myself back in something. The energy always coming through the unconditional love. When if we are the choosing and focusing in the direction of it, that's it, letting it happen. That's like when there is an energy, something want to happen, when we are feeling good and we're letting it happen, we're not thinking too much, it should be like this, or try to make it happen. What if I do this? What if I make it happen? I'm making it happen. And it doesn't feel good, you can feel the tension in energy, but when you're letting it happen, you just all is well, all is good, you focus very well, you're relaxed in who you are, and then when the thinking comes with the feeling you feel, and you think and feel in the same oneness, in the same way, you know, in the oneness, it's a much more effective thinking about whatever you think about. And because now you are aware of your emotion of feeling good, and now when you're also aware of your inner body at the same time as you think, it's energy that helps to come through for expanding on whatever you're thinking about. And also the breathing, to just feel you're more relaxed in that, and you breathe more deeply, and you breathe more easily through, and allowing that. It's good. And just to now to practice it, it's a good example. You can practice it now. Do this for 50 minutes, just breathing 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out, putting an alarm for 50 minutes, on an alarm for 50 minutes, just breathing and only focus on that. And you will be the greatest example of that, how this will serve you well for every day. Because every day you do this, if you practice in that time that feels best to you, can be in the morning, it can be the night before you go to sleep, it can be any time, but when it feels best to you. A great time to do it is say it's the morning. Because why in the morning? Because then is when the mind is most quiet. That's when it's new and refreshed. You've been sleeping and you re-energize your body. You're sleeping in the energy rebirth. You know, it's energized more. It is more energized when you wake up in the morning. It's like new and refreshed. It's like being reborn again. It's like now you've been sleeping and the energy have been, you know, you're not using any energy for when you rest, and then it's just recharging the whole system. And then when you wake up in the morning, it's new and refreshed. And then it's the starting with just breathing for 50 minutes, and 50 minutes of allowing, of breathing, allowing, just like. And it's easy to feel how easy and how the feel good energy comes through just allowing ourselves to breathe. And just for 50 minutes, and you will be the greatest example of, you know, how this is working out for you, how this will work out for you. Because 50 minutes of breathing and allowing can be transformational, and it's can be worth the time. It can be worth this 50 minutes for doing every day if you choose to. And also we're also free, but it's a very good thing. You know, there's some practice you can do for see, okay, you know, maybe I'm gonna test this out, maybe I'm gonna, you know, this feels good to me, you know, and if not only 50 minutes, I can just do it for 5 minutes, 3 minutes. Do it in this more simpler, 1 minute. Just breathing. Okay, just for 1 minute every morning when I wake up in the morning, I'm gonna just be conscious, aware, and focus on the breathing for 1 minute, 1 minute only. And then just like, okay, 5 seconds in, 5 seconds deep breathly in, and 5 seconds deep breathly out, and just like finding that rhythm, and then just breathing in and breathing out. And then like, okay, well, this feels good to me, and you feel good, you know, this is worth the time, this is worth my time to just, you know, for 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and next day maybe you do it 2 minutes, and then oh, maybe I'm gonna do it for 3 minutes. And if it feels good to you and you feel like, oh, this is something, I can feel the energy, how easily it comes through. I can feel how the mind is more quieting as I'm just allowing and breathing, and allowing the energy to come through, no resistance to what's happening in the moment, in what is, but quieting my mind and feel just, you know, meditating on my breathing, meditating on just focus on my breathing, and focus on my breathing only, and as I'm breathing in and breathing out, and then mind quieting, and the energy arises more from when you feel more alive. And then you like do this for a couple of minutes, or we say 10 minutes, and if it feels good you do 50 minutes, and then after, okay, you fresh, new and fresh. Whatever you do from in that next moment, it's a beautiful energy vibration, and it's like you heard about that when you're waking up in the morning, you are having options. You have the morning, you wake up and you feel so good, and just like, oh, this is gonna be an amazing, wonderful day, and you're just like, ah, what a wonderful day this is gonna be, and you telling your story in that, and you can feel the breathing as well. And you this is going to be a wonderful day. And you start with that feeling of that energy, and you feel that energy, and like, oh, this is going to be a wonderful day. And then you start to do something, so maybe to brush your teeth, and you walking, and you say, oh, this is a wonderful weather outside, and you're looking at only things that feels good to you. And you started from the first place. You felt it from the morning when you wake up, and then just the whole day goes like that. And you're just like, after that, this has been a wonderful day. I was just waking up in the morning full of wonder of this day. It was so easy to just breathing, and it felt so good. The weather and all the people I met, and it was just so smoothly, and this was working out, and this was going well, and this was going well, and I was just like so appreciative for all the people I met, and I'm not this person I didn't see for a long time, and I have the greatest conversation with this person, and this thing, 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 and you just like, it's going on and on and on. It's like the whole day beats like that. It's not good. And then you go to sleep and just like, what a wonderful day. And if you fall asleep with that kind of energy, then you wake up the next morning. Yeah, you start new and refresh again. And you just you start with the last for what a beautiful day this been. And you fall asleep. And you wake up the next morning and it's like, new day. And you start again with just breathing 10-15 minutes. And then, this is so good. It feels good to me, And again, and you are in the same process. You're feeling good, you're breathing, and just I feel good at this day. It's good. It feels good. And you start with the same energy, and you felt good, and you're telling, this is going to be a new beautiful day, and you feel that energy, and you feel that, this is so good. I love my life. That is like you are in the zone, you are in the movement of something of creating more of, and you feel that you're in the zone. You're in the zone. You're just feeling so good. Everything is just so blessed. And you're breathing easily, deeply in and out, and just feel that free flow energy, how easily it is to breathe, how easily to just like enjoy this moment, appreciate this moment, just like, so good, And this is like, and then we also know the opposite. Oh, you waking up in the morning and say, oh no, not again, this, and if you start with that kind of energy, it's like, and stubborn your tongue, it's like, it's sort of, this is gonna, it's bad, no, it's only 50 minutes, going to work, and now I'm gonna do this and this and this, and I don't like this, I don't like that, I hate to do this, and you start, and you can just feel when I'm not telling, so you just be conscious, aware of the breathing, because you almost stop breathing. It's like stuck. It's energy just resists. I can't breathe. This is too much. And then you just can feel that you just shrink together, and you just, it doesn't feel good. And it's like I'm holding back the energy, the free flow of the energy of who I am. But then it's like, but you have to release it in some point, because who we really are. We don't resist anything. We allow everything. So more you resist, in the end, you have to let go. You have to let him in some way, because we are not meant for resisting. We don't come as a resisting being here in the planet, or we come as well-being. And well-being is always easy and gentle, in general, in all that is. And it's also, it's a free flow. It's easier in the breathing as well. When you're breathing and feeling and allowing, it feels good. And then we know that, just breathing and allowing is beautiful. Breathing and allowing, that's the thing. Breathing and allowing. It's the thing. when there's something going on. I was reading something in a beautiful book, someone saying if you just only being conscious, aware of your breathing for 1 year, I don't say, actually say 1 minute or for 1 second, for one moment, you can find that alignment, you can find that ease in yourself, that, the relaxation, that gentleness, that well-being. Because often when there is a lot of things going on in the mind, and there's too much happening outside, and we get too attached with all of these things, then it's almost we stop breathing. We are just like holding our breaths and not letting it out. But when we are being aware of our breathing, just as this 15 minutes for every day in the morning, I say 1 minute every day, or 10 seconds, it really doesn't matter. But just being every day by like, I'm just going to take 10 deep breaths in and out, and be aware of that now. And then you move on. And next day, I'm going to take 20 now, 10. Now you can continue with the 10. And then this natural flow of energy, as you are more aware of the breathing process, it's like, then you can feel when there's a tension, and you're just like, I almost stop. And then you just like, okay, you just sit back and then just starting with, okay, starting new and fresh, just breathing. Okay, I'm only focused on the breathing. Okay. And if the mind is wondering, say, really just breathing and do this, for, it's okay. It's okay that too. Still, you can breathe because you're conscious, aware of the breathing. You can just feel that, for myself, what I experience now, as I'm allowing, I do this every morning, and just to quiet in mind for 50 minutes, and just to focus on one thing, just breathing. It feels so good through starting with that energy through the day. Starting with just nothing to do, nothing to have, nothing to think about what I'm going to do today, nothing thinking or worry about what happened from yesterday, but just only breathing, just focus on the breathing, and just like feel how this energy of just breathing, and as I'm allowing it, I can feel the energy feels more inside, and then it's like, it feels so relaxed, it feels good. And then after 15 minutes, okay, now moving on with that energy, and it's so much more effective, it's so much more fun, I get so much more done, everything, and it goes so much more smoothly. It's just like it's so easy to be in the zone, it's so easy to be in the zone, be in that feel good now space, and feeling better and better. And that's something I like. I just say, this feels good to me, this feels good to me to go through, to do this process, and just to allow myself to feel it, and quiet my mind, focus on the breathing, 50 minutes, and then just start with the day in that space. It feels always so good to me. And yeah, so that is one technique. It's very good to practice, and yeah, it can be worth your time. It can for sure be worth it, because it's when we're breathing and allowing, it's energy comes through. There is no resistance. We just breathe. We just focus, breathing, focus, feeling, breathing, focus, and one thing. We are focusing on one thing, just breathing, and it's easy for the energy to just come through, allowing It's not resisting, just okay, I'm feeling this come through, this comes through. Feel more energy inside, you feel more the vibration is arising. And then whatever you do now from after 50 minutes of breathing, and also we'll be more conscious, aware of breathing more deeply, more through the day also, not whether we can hear, when we feel there's some tension, we just okay, just, and then just after a couple of breaths, the more we practice this, and then this energy comes through, and then it's like, oh, it feels good. And now you feel good again, and you felt some tension. Then you release the tension, you felt that energy comes through, then you feel good again, and then you move on. And then you know, oh, you don't hold on anything. You know, you just release. We say release, but you more allow the feel good energy to come to you and through you. You're not holding on any resistance to what is, but you allow this moment to be, and to become more in the new now and forward. So always good to just breathe and allow. It's a beautiful thing, just breathing and allowing. Actually, I'm going to read about that. I'm going to find a book about. Actually, I got that feeling. So good. So good. So good. So this is from the good. From the good. Yeah, this is from the good. This is from the book. The book. This is from the good. From Getting into the Vortex. It's the guided meditation CD and User Guide by Esther and Jerry Hicks, the teaching. It's such a wonderful thing. Getting into the Vortex, and that is a beautiful thing. You can also find. Meditation on the YouTube if you search for guided meditation by Esther and Jerry Hicks or Abraham Hicks. You can find somewhere like 50 minutes of general well-being meditation or general. There's 4 of them there, so you can find that on YouTube as well. But also from this book, they're having a CD on it you can listen to from the Getting into the Vortex. Also, I think you can find it on the Abraham Hicks side as well. So if you search for it, so I will read from here. I got it. Let's see here what this is about. This is good. So I will read a preface by Jerry Hicks and also in the introduction about it. So that's good. It's good to expand on this. So good. And also I'm gonna read. There's so many comments here. So who is here? I'm gonna. Happy beautiful day, Shanetta, and happy beautiful day, Super Dave, Jen. So many people here. So good. And we have. Can see everyone. A beautiful day. We have Victor. New people. Good. So I'm going to read, and so we can understand more about this, breathing and allowing. But it's also with the meditation, it's very powerful. It's very good. And meditation with breathing, it's many of those things from what we're doing in these classes is about just breathing and allowing. This is what it's really much about. Just many words saying, but breathing and allowing in the same time as you're listening, and just a feeling the free flow of energy of like finding your rhythm of breathing, like as you listen to something, it feels good. It feels good. So let's see. Preface by Jerry Hicks. So let's see here. So preface by Jerry Hicks. So if you are like most of us, you will likely want to listen to a portion of the enclosed guided meditation CD even before settling down to read the accompanying user's guidebook. However, with the potentially powerful means of personal life enhancement that you now have in your hands, we lovingly suggests that you first set aside about 45 minutes to acquaint, excuse me, but some of these words, this is all good. Yeah, some of the words are not maybe spelling right, but still energy comes through. So acquaint yourself with the general well-being portion of the user guide before proceeding to the guided meditation recordings. When Esther and I began creating the Getting Into the Vortex guided meditation CD and accompanying user guide package, our intention was to create a first of its kind user-friendly tool that would facilitate the user's vibration to a better feeling place in 4 basic areas. The feeling of general well-being and the feeling and perspectives regarding financial abundance, physical well-being, and relationships. So this is the 4th meditation they have. Please note that neither the guidance meditation CD nor the information in the accompanying user guide is intended to replace any professional psychological or medical assistance, but rather to be used to augment any other means of feeling better that the listener might be currently utilizing. Let's see. Abraham has taught us from the beginning of our interaction over 2 decades ago that anything we intend to do, whether others may judge our intention as good or bad, is only because we believe that in the achieving of it, we will feel better. And so, these teachings of Abraham are primarily focused on simply getting into that better feeling place, the vortex, right now. We would advise that you learn to use Abraham's recording in whatever ways feels best to you. But we don't recommend that you meditate for more than 50 minutes per day. As Abraham advises, life is for conscious, aware, joyous living. And so, 50 minutes of daily meditation is quite enough. Also, Also, the tempo of the guided musical tones, which are intended to help you remember to deeply breathe, while likely feel extremely slow as you begin this process. If so, we suggest that rather than trying to force it, you, over a period of days or even weeks, simply allow your breathing pattern to gently but naturally relax into the soothing, life-enhancing tempo of 6 breaths per minute. It's like that, 5 seconds in, 5 seconds out, or so. And then find a well rhythm in that. But we definitely do not advise that you listen to Abraham's relaxing meditation recording while driving a vegetable. There are hundreds of other Abraham recordings that are ideal for drive time listening. And unless you want to fall asleep, we would suggest that you enjoy the daily meditation recording while seated upright with your eyes closed to avoid any distraction. By the way, all teaching of Abraham are copied up. You can go to the introduction. So this is an introduction by Abraham. I'm just going to read that too. Let's see. So we're going to do some freedom release method, and after we finish. So good. So, introduction by Abraham. It is nice to have an opportunity to visit about the subject of this recording, for it has been created especially to help you in the following way. When you are in a state of allowing, which means you have quieted your mind or focused your mind in such a way that there is an absence or a decreasing of resistant thought, your vibration naturally rises. Now, what that means is you are coming closer and closer to vibrational alignment with who you really are, to the frequency of your source, and to the frequency of your inner being. And under those vibrational alignment conditions, you must thrive. And so, our recording has been devised with the intent that you might set aside 50 minutes each day where, as you simply listen and relax and breathe, you will naturally come into a different vibrational state. So you will be, so to speak, training your vibration away from patterns of resistance and toward patterns of allowing, which will make it, over time, just natural for you to find those better feeling thoughts. When you find better feeling thoughts and when you release resistance, your natural vibration arises. And when your natural vibration rises, you will have achieved a different and improved point of attraction. And now, and so now, that different point of attraction brings you better feeling things to observe, and your life just gets better and better. Our recording is called Getting into the Vortex Guided Meditations CD, and what it literally means is focusing your mind upon the thoughts that allow your alignment, which the broader part of who you really are. And who you really are, from our perspective, is already in the vortex. Whenever you know what you do not want, there is an equivalent awareness of what you do want. An awareness at some level, sometimes not even conscious to you, an awareness that radiates from you like a rocket of desire into what we are calling a vortex of creation. Your vortex of creation. So, as that desire which you have carved out of the life that you are living moves forward vibrational into this vibrational place that we are calling a vortex of creation. The law of attraction, the essence of that which is like unto itself, is drawn. That draws all cooperative components to it. Anytime you're feeling negative emotion, or anytime your experience is diminished in any way, it is only because you, in your physical form, because of your physical thought, are not vibrationally up to speed with these expanded versions of you. Our meditation recording is designed to assist you in getting up to speed with you and to help you be consistently a vibrational match to that furthermost expanded part of you. When you find a way to stop resisting who you have become and to allow yourself to become a vibrational match to who you have become, you are in the vortex and you are in a state of thriving. Everything that we teach really is about helping you move in the direction of what feels better. But our recording has been specifically created in order to assist you in understanding this very important thing. Anytime you try hard from your position of need or pain or concern or worry or anger or hurt from outside the vortex, there is a very strong probability that you attempt your effort, your struggle, your work is completely counterproductive because it is just amplifies the outside the vortex pattern that you already have going. If you can find a way of focusing differently so that you find yourself inside the vortex, in alignment with who you really are, and then from inside the vortex, you do 100% of your affirming. It is a shortcut that we think is really worth considering. And that is what our meditations user guide CD is really all about. It is a faster way for you to release resistance. Some of it that you have been carrying around for most of your life. It is a faster way of using the leverage of the energy that creates worlds to help you to get from where you are to the improved state of being that you prefer. Let's see. So as you move forward with the different segments of the recording, you will find them to be beneficial no matter where you begin. Our encouragement is that you begin on your first listening with a segment entitled Meditation, General Well-Being, and then progress, as the CD has been laid out for you, into the segment on financial abundance, then to the segment on physical well-being, and then to the segment on relationships. If you listen to the recording in that order for the first week, and then in the subsequent weeks, just choose any part that you feel inspired to. It is our absolute expectation that the vibrational patterns that you have developed will gradually begin to shift, and your point of attraction will improve. There is nothing of greater advantage to you, or that links you more powerfully with the source from which you have come, and that of your breathing. As you listen to the recording in an attitude of gentle ease, and as you make some small effort to breathe as the music guides you, your physical body will benefit. And as you do it consistently, every day, for a week or so, at least for the time that you are listening to the recording, you will enter your vortex. And it's also our powerful knowing that once you are inside your vortex, in utter alignment with who you really are, while you are hearing the powerful words that we are speaking gently in your ear, you will tune yourself completely to the frequency of your source. And under those conditions, from inside your vortex of creation, you will not only align with the power of your being, with the clarity of your intention, with the purpose of your existence, and with the worthiness of that which is you, but all things that you have been asking for will now be allowed to show themselves to you. And so, this will be an exercise of great fun. Consistency is of value. If you will sit for 50 minutes every day, once you are underway with this, wearing comfortable clothing, sitting in a comfortable space, closing your eyes, and focusing on your breathing as you hear the words of empowerment, you will return to who you are. There is great love here for you, and as always, we remain in the vortex. So good. So good. Yeah. So let's do some freedom release method. Let's see. Okay. So good. Okay, so just breathing in and breathing out a couple of times. Relaxing and allowing. Okay, good. So the freedom release method is like we we're breathing in and then we hold it, the breath, and then I say a statement. That's like I release all blocks and barriers with, and then I say the statement of it, something, and then when I finish, then just like breathing out, just easy and gentle, and that's all. And also when we then fill up with the energy of that statement, we then I say I fill with love, joy, and appreciation. And this is the same process. You're breathing in, and then you hold it, and then I say fill with love, joy, and appreciation, and then I say the statement. And when you finish say the statement, you gently see breathing it out. So it's just energy, and energy is good. So if you want to check out the understanding of the freedom release method, I know the Best Start Creation Society, you can add more. If you want to wondering about it, you can check out the Best Start Creation Society beststartcreationsociety.com. And with people there, we have Jen, a beautiful Jen. She can also so explain it. I think there is something on the YouTube as well about it. You know what this freedom release method is about and how it works, and different things about it, around it. So it's good. It's good to check it out if you want to. If there's something that feels good to you, you can. So yeah. So take a deep breath in and then hold it. Good. I release all blocks and barriers with breathing and allowing. And then easy and gentle breathe it out. Good. Okay, take a deep breath in and hold it. I release all blocks and barriers with breathing and allowing in my well-being. And then breathing out. That's good, thank you. Okay, take a deep breath in and hold it. I release all blocks and barriers with breathing and allowing all energy, vibration to come to me and through me. And then breathing in now, easy and gentle. Because so good because we don't hold an energy system. When you're breathing, allowing energy comes through, you can feel that. It's easy to breathe, it's easy to feel the vibration, to feel good energy coming in. That is breathing and allowing. This is so good. And more to come. Okay, so the next one, one more. So, so good. Okay, take a deep breath in and hold it. I release all blocks and barriers with breathing and allowing all to be in feel good now and forward and feel good now and more. Then breathing out. Because always when we're breathing and allowing, it feels good. When we are breathing and allowing always feels good because it's allowing energy to come through. It's not holding on resistance, it's not holding in the past. It's allowing the energy to comes to you and through you. It's not holding any resistance from within. It's allowing everything from within to be. And when we're allowing the energy from within to be, it always feels good because there's no resistance. Then the energy arises. And more the energy arises, more those things what we experience in this moment feels good. And more we feel this, more of this feeling of this experience that feels good now, then we'll be more aware of breathing and allowing and to just be. And then whatever we do and have from first feeling good, it's always lead up to more. So, okay, so now fills up time. Okay, so take a deep breath in and hold it. I'm filled with love, joy, and appreciation for breathing and allowing myself to feel good now and more to come. And feel good now in this newness now. And breathing out, easy and gentle. Okay, this is a good one. Okay, take a deep breath in and hold it. I'm filled with love, joy, and appreciation for breathing and allowing, gentle and easy. And then easy and gentle breathing. Okay, good. And then now the next one, the last one. So take a deep breath in and hold it. I'm filled with love, joy, and appreciation that I'm breathing and allowing myself to be, do, and have anything and everything I desire for, and more to come in this newness now and forward. Good. And easy and gentle breathing out. So, yes, that's good. That's it. So good. So, thank you everyone who's been here, anticipating, been co-creating with yourself, feeling your own alignment, feeling your own way of all of this. And yeah, always when we're breathing and allowing, it feels good. Always when we are just be conscious, aware of focus on the breathing, it feels good. It's easy to come into that place of alignment of feeling good with just breathing, focus on the breathing. It's easy. And more we practicing in every day, just for 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 50 minutes, it really doesn't matter. But for a little, every day, more we are conscious, aware of breathing deeply in and out, more easy we will feel the alignment to who we are and to all that is. And also to know that everything is good, all is good, and there is more to come. So love you guys so much, and appreciate you all, and thanks for being here. Thanks for everything you share here on your comments, and yeah, all is good, all is well, and there is more to come. So see you tomorrow, and love you so much, and enjoy your day. Namaste. Bye.